If this wasn't a hot mess express, I don't know what it was. It was so much going on in this episode with this girl. Yes, I'm talking about Courtney and Will. What the foolala is really going on? Let's talk about it, shall we? Oh, yes, we shall.
Everybody needs a sweet old auntie. Thank you, subscribers, to my users and reviews, and all of y'all who have been here through the long haul. Shall we get into it? Oh, yes, we shall. It's time for Auntie Advice. Sweet old auntie. It's time for Auntie Advice. Oh, yeah. It's time for Auntie Advice. Sweet old Auntie Advice.
Before we get into Courtney and Will, let's talk about Mike and Justine, shall we? Oh, yes, we shall. So Mike is saying that it's a whole bunch of stuff that's going on, downtown to the house. He is having a conversation with his mother, right? Who is too involved in a relationship. In my opinion, both of the mothers are too involved in a relationship. But anyway, I digress. He is having a conversation telling his mother that the comment he made about her mother set her off. No, what set her off was that you took her down to a building, a barbershop wannabe, okay, a barbershop owner wannabe. That's what took her off, okay? And given the fact she wants a $60,000 wedding because she feels like she is owed that for giving you two babies and for holding it down while you were in jail. So at this point, you done put a price on your head. You 60,000. Now, let me go back to something that someone said and I saw in my comments. Someone put in my comments that Mike is worth $2 million. Where? Where? $2 million where? I'll wait. Now I know that a person what you got in your bank account is not your worth. It's your assets and all of that. But $2 million is stretching it. Unless they putting that home on there, right? That home is probably maybe about a half mil. I don't know how much they paid for it. Somebody tell me downtown in the comment section. So let's just put them off at 400, 500,000. Okay, so we'll put them there. And then he got, a rental car business. But honey, we got expenses. If you've ever owned a building, you know you ain't never worth what your assets are. Like, stop. If Mike was worth $2 million, trust and believe me, $60,000 ain't nothing for him to spend. 160,000, 100 on the barbershop and 60 on that, right? Because the $100,000 can be written off, right? I'm just saying. Isn't that the business? Do we not know tax laws up around this mother? Anyway, I just had to say that. So the mother's like, it is what it is. The mother's been around. She knew Justine. What bothered me was that the daughter Melody was sitting there. And I totally disagree with adults having conversations in front of children, especially when they are adult conversations. And in my opinion, Mike coming to this aha moment with his mother was too grown for Melody. So anyway, he says that he's going to go out and take her driving. He's going to teach her parallel parking. And the mother's like, when she's driving, she's doing great. And he's saying because she's doing 2 miles per hour. Okay, it is what it is. So she's doing 2 miles per hour. So he takes her out, and she is trying to parallel park, and she is having a rough job at it, right? Parallel parking for someone who's first learning how to drive should be done on the street and not with cones. After they learn it on the street. Well, I'm from DC. Okay. Okay. So keep that in mind. I'm a DC girl. So parallel parking need to be learned on the street. Now you might have to go to Rock Creek Park. You may have to go over to the Stadium Armory. You may have to go over to those little places and stuff like that, right? Because that's where we all live, learn. And we all got our driver's license from Brentwood. Okay. Okay. DMV Motor Vehicles in Brentwood. We know that's where the testing station was. If you're DC, holler at me. Okay. But anyway, so I just was like, okay, I disagree with this. She hit a couple of cones and stuff like that, and I don't even know if he had the specs on how wide it should be, how far back it. I don't know if he just put her in a tight situation. I don't know if they were like at a designated school, because sometimes they'll have like designated schools where you can go and learn how to park and stuff like that, right? So I don't know what the situation was. I just know that the little girl, was doing terrible at it, and I know that it can be extremely difficult and it can be hard to learn how to do that. Thank you so much, Miss Charlotte, for the $5 super chat. Auntie, you're gorgeous and a beautiful blessing to us all. Love you, Queen. Love you too, Queen. Love you too, Queen. Thank you so much for the super chat. So, he's going through the process and he wants to talk to her because she got into a fight downtown to the school. And so Mike is concerned about it. And I'm sitting up here thinking to myself, now this is content. This is interesting. This seems a little bit more real than this bullcrap he's going through with Justine. This is the kind of content that we're interested in, that I found myself interested in. Did y'all find yourselves interested? I was interested in this. Not this wedding, not how that Justine didn't sleep with him for the night. None of that. I wasn't concerned. This is what we want to see. Something real, not something fake, something made up. So Mike is saying he's looking at his daughter. She was fighting downtown to the school, and he sees a lot of himself in her. We know from past episodes that there is something that's going on with the biological mom. I don't know what it is. They've been keeping it on the hush hush. And I respect the hush hush that is on. Okay? Especially when it come down to the kiddies. So anyway, they're doing what they do with the woo whoop and the boo boo boo. He starts talking to her and saying, look, I want to talk to you about the altercation that you had down at the school. You're about to be 18, and this ain't going to fly. When you're under the age of 18, you get a pat on the hand or on the wrist. But when you are 18 years and older, this is jail time. That's what you're going to have to do. So he's having this real conversation with her. He said that he will not be getting out of jail, out of probation or parole. Probation, I believe. Parole, probation, whatever it is. Hold on, y'all. I got to turn on some air. Until 2042. So he will be walking around with a half ball and chain on him until 2042. We are in 2025. That's a long time to have that hung over your head. So the daughter begins to talk about why she did what she did. She said when she was growing up, she did not really have anybody in her corner. I don't know if she was being bullied or what was happening with her. I know that she was basically a pseudo mother for her younger siblings. Y'all remember? If we go back, we remember when we were introduced to her that she was a pseudo parent. She was taking care of those younger kids. We remember conversations where she was taking care of her little siblings. And now Here she has Justine's 79 kids that she has to worry about. And Justine's son, the one with the smart mouth, is autistic, right? This is the one that last time they were on Love After Lockup, Life After Lockup, he broke the cell phone and got busted in his face. Okay. Now, what I'm saying is that ain't got nothing to do with you being autistic. That's something that got a whole lot to do with you being disrespectful and cross the line. Okay. You was disrespectful and crossed the line, and somebody crossed the line with him. Anyway, I digress. So she was saying that, she feels like she has to defend them because she never had anyone to defend her when she was coming up. And so, Mike totally disregards it, right? As a dad. She starts crying and he asks her, why is she crying? Wrong question, Mike. You know why she crying? Because she has trauma. Mike says that from the age of 10 to 17 years old, he was incarcerated. And basically, he's still incarcerated until 2042. He just got a hall pass. Because the first time he do something, and he going back. He's going back. And he's built this world with Justine, who had a promising career as an RN, a CPN, whatever. And she gave it up for all Mike's shenanigans and Mike's dreams. And Mike want to be this. And Mike wants to invest in this. And Mike wants to do tennis shoes. And Mike wants to rent cars. And Mike wants to do barbershops. And Mike wants to do music. And right? She is a perfect example of what Mike should be saying to his daughter not to be. Don't ask her why she's crying. Put your arm around her and say, baby, I'm sorry for not being here. Let me pull this car over so we can really have a conversation. No, I wasn't there for you then, but I want to be there for you now. Or is it Justine's kids? She said, I only been living with y'all for a year. And so there's really, even though she's with Justine, from what I gleaned from that, is that there's really no real connection between her and Justine. This is the kind of stuff that we want to see. Love after lockup, life after lockup. Mike handled that wrong. Because we never got to the core of, I'm sorry. We heard him say it to us, but did he say it to her? Did he tell her, baby, I'm sorry, I neglected you. I was just a low down, I play my games. I fucked up real bad. And I'm sorry. I understand, why you want to fight. I understand why you feel like you got to physically defend yourself. But baby, I'm here now. And I want to love you the way that you need to be loved, the way you deserve to be loved. Although, like Mike, get on it. Because this girl is struggling. And if you see yourself in her, then you need to hurry up and try to erase what you see. Because she's about to go to college. And she ain't going to be on no campus fighting. They ain't even fighting up at UDC. You're not going to be on no college campus fighting. So he has a lot of work to do. He tried to reach her where he thought he could reach her, but he didn't. He went, okay. Thank you so much, Lost but not found, for the $1.99 super chat. Wait a minute, Auntie. We want the mess as well. Well, they don't have no real mess. All of their mess is drama. Now, we want the real mess from other people. I'm saying, okay, so for the people in the back, because there may be some of you all who think the same way. I want the drama too, just not from them, because their drama is fake. They don't have, Mike and Justine don't have problems. So if they're going to bring these two people back on the show, give us this. because there is no real drama in their life. You see, all it took for Mike to do was take her out the house. And of course, she's telling the kids, watch the baby. I hate that, because if that's your baby, you take care of your baby. That, first of all, Mike was having a conversation in front of Melody, who can understand stuff, right? Now, here it is, they going out. This baby can't understand anything, Manhattan, and she don't take her. She could have put Manhattan on her hip. Manhattan wouldn't have came back and told nobody nothing. This is what I'm talking about. This the fake stuff we don't want to see. He says, enough, I ain't gonna do the barbershop. You never had any attention on doing the barbershop. You want us to think that you one of these, oh my goodness. He wants us, in my opinion, to have an opinion that he is a go-getter. He's a jet setter, right? He's a businessman. Sometimes you can take the hustle that you did in the streets and you can hustle other people. That's all I'm saying out here in these streets. I would rather the content with his daughter and the other kids, and not the fake, I want to get married. Now he's telling her, we'll have the wedding. So we got to sit and watch Justine be a bride. And I'm seriously thinking about not covering it at all, because it's so fake and phony. And what woman who has 9 children and mortgage and car notes wants a wedding? Her days of that are over. That's my opinion. Y'all let me know y'all's downtown in the comments section. Now, getting to the couple at hand. Courtney is Courtney is in the streets, by the streets, and for the streets. Courtney is in them streets. Courtney is the streets. I don't know if y'all can see the divider line going north and south on Courtney's body, on her jacket, on her clothes, but Courtney is the streets. And it ain't no ifs, ands, buts, doubts, nothing about it. Courtney is the streets. Courtney realizes that Will is done. She's on her own. Will has abandoned her. He does not feel like he needs to take care of her when she got sugar daddies. He wants her broke, busted, and disgusted. He wants her on the street. He wants her completely and totally dependent on him. He wants to be able to take her to the thrift store and buy her cheap stuff, and then inflate it by 100,000, and claim that he is a Superman who saved this girl from jail. Will married her so that he could get out of the sugar daddy lane, so that he wouldn't be seen as one of Courtney's sugar daddies. Will knew what it was. Now, a lot of y'all got in my comment section and was like, okay, auntie, I feel like he don't have to take care of her. That's your opinion. I really do appreciate it. It was quite a bit of y'all that said it. But it was also quite a bit of y'all that said he need to take care of her. Will, in my opinion, has projected a false narrative. He's fake, in my opinion. Thank you so much, Lost But Not Found, for the $1.99 super chat. Okay, she said Will went to the thrift store for the ring. Okay, because that's where he went for the cheetah coat. The car notes takes all his money from Will. Okay, and I don't know what car that is. It looks familiar. I just can't think about it. Thank you so much, Lost But Not Found. Hey, Gypsy. He has been going out here saying that he has spent thousands of dollars on Courtney. If you lie about one thing, in my opinion, you lie about everything. He's a liar, in my opinion. I don't believe anything that Will says, not one damn thing. He has not proved himself, to be honest. And we're going to talk about why I said that. So here we are with Courtney still begging. She's in the car with who? Guess who she's in the car with? Let me find them. Anybody whose eyes are squinty like that, I ain't got it to do. I ain't getting in your Uber. I ain't getting in your Lyft. I'm not getting in on a metro bus. I'm not riding with you on the train. If I see your eyes like this right here, creeps me all the way out. The way that he looks at her as if she is a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich with extra cheese and drizzled in butter. She looks like a all beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickled onions on a sesame seed bun. She looks like a strawberry cheesecake. He looks at her as if he can devour her and eat her all the way up. Thank you so much, Lost but not fail, for the 199 super chat. Mark, there no buns for that hot dog, buddy. Mark, there are no buns for that hot dog. Okay, I don't know what that means, but okay, thank you, Bo. Thank you so much, Philly Fox, for the 499 super chat. He married 45 hours, 22 minutes, and 14 seconds, and he's going to the lawyer about alimony. He's I think it means his common sense is lacking. Absolutely. But he wants us to think by talking about money that he has money. He goes into the lawyer's office and tells, you know what, I'm not there yet. So Courtney is with her girlfriend. I mean, she's with Mark, and Mark is saying, why don't you come and just move in with me? She's saying, no, I ain't that stupid. I'm going to keep you in your place. I don't feel like I need to be living with you, or you need to be living with me. That would be a no. He said, so what do you think? That she said, every time I move with somebody, they treat me as if, I'm obligated to them. Things just change. We all knew what she meant by, right? And we let it go. And so now, he's like, well, I don't want you in my bed. I'm not going to make, I'm just trying to tell you that I got a place for you to stay. That's all, until you get up in that mother, okay? And then things are going to change. She knows that. She's been there. She's probably done that. She wants his money, but she wants his money on her condition. And I think it's a smart move. I was happy that she told him no. She said a guy that's been working with her as her sponsor found her a place, and she just needed to pay rent. Mark asked her, does the job that you currently have, is that gonna pay you enough money for you to be able to live? She said, I have to see. It probably will not, right? I'm still gonna have to be tricking out here and and get my coins, right? I'm still gonna have to get my coins. He's like, well, I want you to know my pockets are always open. Do you mean your front pocket? That right there is so creepy and dangerous. He said now that Will ain't with her and they separating, it's gonna be hard for her to get rid of me. Y'all, when I tell y'all that that gave me the heebie jeebies and the creeps, I was like, oh my God, that is so creepy. That was so creepy. I have, I ain't even gonna talk about my stuff, but that was creepy and that was nasty and that was ill on so many levels. So they stopped where she needs to be. He says, do you need any money? She said, yeah, I need money. He said, how much do you need? She said, $60. So he peels off the $60. Now, why Courtney need money every hour, I don't understand, but okay. So he peels off the money for her, gives her the money, and she gets on out the car. Next thing we know, she in the car with her girlfriend. This girl says she don't have no teeth in her mouth. And Lord Jesus, was it obvious she didn't have her teeth in her mouth and probably had half of a gum. She seemed like her whole mouth is reconstructed up to her nose. That there is nothing in between her nose and her chin. When this girl was talking at first, I just was sitting there thinking, no, maybe she's deaf, right? Because sometimes when you're around a deaf community, right, they'll, they make sounds, right, when they're signing. I used to work with a lot of them. And so, they make sounds and it's normal, right? Because, they're trying to, sound it out and stuff like that. I thought, okay, so she's deaf, right? But child, when she said that she didn't have no teeth in her mouth, and she said that, honey, I'm ruthless and toothless and took your girl and you, I was done. Courtney said this is her friend. But when the lights went off and everything was said and done, this is the kind of friends they are. When Courtney told her about everything that was going on downtown to the relationship with her and Will and her and Mark, she said, I told you, you need to be with a girl. Courtney is doing something that is one of the oldest businesses in the world. Some strange things for some change. Something strange for some change. Women have been doing this for thousands of years, but honey, girlfriend told her, I got you. She clicking. I don't know. You need to be with a woman. You need to do this. You need to do that. Courtney has put herself in this position. She absolutely has put herself in this position where she is on a begathon. And it is so sad to see because there are many women and men who live like this. But this is the kind of stuff that'll get you hurt. You play around with the wrong sugar daddy. Play around with the wrong sugar daddy. So Courtney and Sugar Mama go into the little place. They go into the pawn shop because Courtney wants to get rid of her ring and teens. The coat that we saw Courtney bought for her wedding, I could have sworn was out of a thrift store. And the reason why I say it was a thrift store, because nothing matched. There was no continuity. There wasn't five of one shirt and five of one jackets and five. No, it was go through the aisles. I love thrifting, so I know what a thrift store looked like. Why Courtney thought that coat had any value to it whatsoever, I is beyond me. But she goes in there with that cheetah coat and with a ring that Will has told her was 2 carats. Meantime, and in between time, we see Will going down to the lawyer's office, saying that he wants to find out whether or not he has to pay Courtney alimony. He walks into the lawyer's office. Okay. The lawyer is like, how can I help you? He tells him that he's been married to Courtney 6 weeks. And he wants to know whether or not he has to pay alimony and an annulment. He said you can just dissolve the marriage. But you got to catch her. He says, I make significantly more than her. He could be making $20 an hour, $40,000 a year, and make more than Courtney. Will is, in my opinion, a pretender, a liar, and one of those guys, honey, that drives around. All his wealth is in what he drives. And I'm telling you right now, that is a disappointing thing. When you first realize that as a young girl, that the guy that been driving around in the car and coming past your job and wanting to take you to lunch, that the only thing he got is that car. That's a disappointing thing when you grow up. Mr. Lost but not found. Thank you so much, Boo, for the $4.99 super chat. They've been a couple this whole time. Remember Puppy and Amber? Okay. Well, you know they was jail buds together, so that was different. Thank you so much, Asia R, for the $5 super chat. When that lady told her $6, I fall out. Will just wanted to smash. The married was for TV. You very well may be right about it. I think he thought that being married to her meant he wasn't a sugar daddy. He was out of sugar daddy status, because remember, Asia, when she got out of jail, that was all he was concerned about was the sugar daddies. And right after she married him, she criticized him for taking her to a sandwich shop. That right there let her know who he was. And guess what? If Will was giving her all the money that he said he was giving her, she wouldn't have needed to have another sugar daddy. She would not have needed that. She would not have needed that. So y'all may ask me about the lotion that I just put on my hand. It is Good Girl by Carolina Herrera. Love this stuff. Good Girl. I can't remember what I paid for this. But if I don't have my other lotion with me, I have my Good Girl. Okay. So I don't know if y'all into it. This is the one, Good Girl. This is the one that's in the red shoe. I love all of her products. I don't have my red shoe because my red shoe was in my pocketbook. I spritz it on all day, and I then totally got into Valentino. But if you want to know what I am wearing on my hands, it is a Good Girl. Get you a bottle. If y'all want me to, I'll tag it down at the bottom. Thank you so much, Adrian. Thank you so much, Lost But Found. Lost But Found, you on a roll, child. I will not put a 20,000 on someone out of jail. Nah. Absolutely wouldn't. Absolutely would not. Baby, thank you so much, boo. Thank you so much, baby Philly Fox, for the 199 super chat. And it's Elise. Okay? Okay. Oh my God. This is a mess. And so she's at the pawn shop. She woke up on a lady. She got the diamond ring. Do I got a diamond ring anywhere in here? So I got like real diamond rings. Let me see if I got a diamond ring up here. I shouldn't. It should be in the safe. But I thought maybe I would have a little fugazi diamond ring, like some of my costume jewelry. But even my costume jewelry be real. So who am I playing with? So let's just say this is diamond. So she walk up on a lady and everything. She in a pawn shop. And she walks up on a lady and says, I want to, see how much I can get for this. So the lady was like, how much you want? Now, mind you, y'all, the lady looked at it and it could tell, a real diamond when you see it. This is how the ring looked to the lady. When she put that diamond up there, the lady was like, I know she lying. She said, how much you want for that? She said 20,000. And I want to get this code. And the little girl that was with her knew it was fake too. The lady came back. She said, look, honey, this a reader. Okay. This reads. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take this diamond and we're going to put this diamond on here. Now, it'll tell us what the carats was. First of all, it's going to identify whether or not it's a real diamond. And if it is a diamond, it's going to give us the carats. We'll see the color codes as they go up. You want 20,000 from this from out of a pawn shop. Unless you coming up in there with a F-150, you ain't getting $20,000 out in no pawn shop. And even if you come in there with a F-150 and they offer you $20,000, you better believe they're gonna sell it for $85,000. But okay. So the lady said, come on, let's do it. So she stick that cotton freaking ring up on there, y'all, like this. And it was as black as this screen is. That must that mother did not register at all. And I mean, when I say at all, I'm talking about not a zilch, nothing. Not like nothing happened. She said, honey, this ain't a real diamond. This is costume jewelry. I can sell, and I don't do costume jewelry, okay? I ain't got it to do. She said, but and if I was going to sell it, I would sell this for $6.50. And this cheetah coat, I ain't got that to do either. You coming up in here wasting my time for? You knew when you took the ring off that it wasn't no real ring. She said Will been pretending absolutely because Will is downtown at the lawyer telling the lawyer he spent at least 15 to 20,000 on her. Where? That's why Will is willing to abandon her. That's why Will is ready to get out the relationship because he don't feel like he got y'all are blowing me up with cash apps. Y'all, thank y'all so much. I so appreciate it. Y'all just don't know. Thank you so much. Let me go on to these. Hold on, y'all. I'm coming. Let me recognize these. My name is pronounced Aisha. I know that's She said, get it right. Though. If you're going to say it right. I spend money. Okay, I dropped you a cute coin, auntie. Pronounce my name right. Aisha, I am. I apologize. But that's how my girlfriend's daughter Asia's name is spelled. So I apologize. She says, I have the blue shoe, smells wonderful. This was a cute little coin. So I know you, Aisha, are one of them girls like me. Because, honey, that's a cute coin. Okay. Thank you so much, Boo, for the $5 super chat. Thank you, Boo. Thank you so much, Miss Charlotte, for the $2 super chat. Poem Broker said it's not even coloring. Okay, it was as black as my screen. That thing did not move, won't go move. Like, who are we playing with? Thank you so much, Sugar Bunny 110 for the 4.99 super chat. That ring looked plastic when they showed it up close, and she knew it. She knew it. And a girl that was with her, Snagger, was like, girl, I don't know whether to feel sorry for you or laugh. She leaves them in the pawn shop, goes outside, call her mother. Thank you so much, Sugar Bunny. Thank you so much, Lost But Not Found, for the 199 super chat. Tell Toothless and Ruthless to put the cost on. Okay? But she knows she gonna be coming on something at the we know she gonna be gumming on something at the end of the night. So you don't be playing with them. Okay, you said I have the lotion and blue shoe. I got it from Macy's. Okay. You got the blue shoe. Do I have the blue shoe? I got the black shoe, the red shoe, and the pink shoe. I love it all. Snaggletooth Girl reminds me of the girl with Deontay and Tia. Okay, yes. Sugar 48 said, Auntie, if she thought that ring was worth something, she would have been tried to pawn it. Absolutely. Hey D said, oh my goodness, my anthropology glass just got delivered a second ago. I am excited. Oh my God. D, are you a member? Oh my God. I was gonna say click the link and show it. Do you want to do a video and show it to us? Raydella got hers too. Oh my God. I'm so glad mine came today too. I got 4 that I ordered from Anthropologies. And I have not opened up the box because I have like a little ritual, y'all. It's real sad, but I have like a ritual. And I was like, you know what? I'm old fat. I don't open up stuff until Sunday. Y'all like it? Is that weird? Like it came Thursday. And I don't open up stuff until Sunday when I'm having my Sunday morning breakfast. And when I had my party, it was the next Sunday when I opened up everything, right? Cards, gifts, bags, whatever. Um, I just got that ritual. So I'll be opening my glasses up tomorrow and I'll be sharing them with you. D, if you want to pop up and show us your glasses, okay? Pink Love says, I have the pink shoe. Love it. Okay. So if y'all want me to, y'all just let me know. You know, somebody put a heart or a thumbs up and I'll drop the link so that you could get it, possibly a discount on it. I'll find it and tag it. I will find it and tag it. Yes, I will. Oh, Raydella said, D, I used one of mine last night for a margarita gray glass. I told y'all. Didn't I tell y'all? I told y'all. I told y'all. But she finds out the ring is fake. She goes outside. She calls her mother on the phone. And her mom is just like, she's like, hi, Mom. And the mom was like, what's up? And she was like, I need some money. And the mother was like, that's the only reason why you call me. How many of y'all got people in your lives like that? How many people in your lives? I got you, boo. I'll tag it. Melody. Which one? The glasses? The glasses or the good girl? I do have one of my glasses up here, the anthropology glass. So you tell me which one you want me to tag. You want me to tag that or you want me to tag the good girl? But anyway, y'all, so we almost in an hour. Okay, no problem. No problem. So her mother is like, that's the only time you call me. And she said, well, I promised you I wouldn't call you from jail. And the mother was like, but you didn't call me when you got out of jail. Like, you got to do better. That's the only time you can call me is for that. And so, her mother, is just like disappointed and everything. And she was like, well, mom, can you help me? And the mother was like, no, you're going to have to do better. So the next thing you know, she said, I got one more trick up my sleeve. And she calls one of her sugar daddies and she asks for money. Y'all, why does Courtney need this money? I'm not understanding. I'm not understanding it at all. At all. So it's just so she goes back in the pawn shop. I don't know why she didn't get any money from Snagger. But like I said, she knows Snagger gonna be one to be coming. It seems like to me her rent is covered because she got this from a sponsor. So the room that she has, if she paying rent, it's probably $10 a day. When she had the opportunity to get money from the guy, all she wanted was 60. When they talked about the money again, she said she had 50. So what did she do with the $10? Did she get something to eat, something to drink? Did she get a smoke? Like, what is she doing with all of this money? And why does she have to have money on her? She asked this guy for what, $600, y'all? What is she doing with the money? I think that she still has a drug habit. And I think she just doesn't want to say anything. Thank you so much, Lost and Found, for the 199 super chat. She's taking care of her and Toothless. Okay. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I'm just like, I don't know, y'all. Y'all tell me what y'all think about it. Y'all tell me what y'all think about it. So this is gonna be the end of the review, but Raydella has mentioned, and I saw for myself that you all have asked me to put the link down at the bottom for the good girl. Okay, so let me. I'm going to do that after the video is over. But this is Carol, good girl, and this is good girl blue. Okay. It is by Carolina Herrera. Okay. And right now, this bottle that I have is 6.8 fluid ounces. I want to give, those of you all who've never had it before, the Good Girl body lotion in the midnight blue bottle features the same scent as the original Good Girl fragrance, which is the one in the blue shoe. Its blend of light and dark notes, combining sweet florals with rich, warm, is a gourmand aroma. So I want to give y'all the notes because it's important to some of the girls, right, to have the note. The top note is an almond and coffee. Oh my God. And I'm telling you, it is just absolutely beautiful. The heart notes, okay, is the signature floral heart with sambic jasmine and tuberose crystal. And the base notes is a warm and seductive base of tonka bean and cocoa. And y'all, it almost brings you fashionably right into, because y'all notice I don't have my summer scent with me, right? But it almost brings you into fall, right? It gives you that real farm warm floral, smelling sweet and expensive. When you walk past, they're gonna be like, "Oh my God, what is that you have on?" I absolutely love this scent. Um, like I said, y'all don't see me with my color Lee. I don't have my color Lee, right? Because that's my summer scent. And so this is one of my fall scents. So I will tag it in the video after this, y'all, because like I'm addicted to that too. I'm addicted to it. And so some of the girls said that they have it already. Maybe you can get you a refill or whatever it is. I want to, be able to bring y'all the best of both worlds, bring y'all a review, and bring y'all some daggone lotion and some perfume that smells good. Matter of fact, I'll put the accompanying shoe in there too. I would do that. So anyway, y'all, thank y'all so much for being here. We're going to have to see what's going on with girlfriend because she went back up in there and, she about to start doing some strange things for some change. And she says that, this isn't who she wants to be, but this is exactly who she is. Can you do a video for sense for beginners like me? Oh, Melody, sure I can. Sure, I can. Absolutely, I can. Thank you so much, Sugar Bunny. So I just want to make sure that I highlight and say thank you to Charlotte. Lost and Found came on out here, y'all. Look, Lost and Found said, I'm like my auntie. Yes, and Aisha. Okay, okay. Baby Philly Fox, Charlotte Bay, Sugar Bunny, Lost and Found. Lost and Found. Thank you all so much for being so great, y'all. I'm coming back in a little bit. I've got to make a run, and then we will be back probably around the 9-ish hour. Make sure your notification bell's on so that we can talk about the Mondrick, the dumb hoe with the 28-piece on. Okay. We got to talk about the dumb hoe because she's straight. At least that's what she said she wrote on her car. Y'all gonna have to tell, we're gonna have to do a poll on whether or not y'all think that that girl really did that on that car. Did she do that on her car? Did she put her on all fours? Did she put her on flat? Like a chicken wing? Lost and Found said, yes, she did. Anyway, thank y'all so much for being here. I love y'all. And until we meet again, y'all be safe out there in those streets and in the water. Bye, y'all. I'll be back.